thank you very much.
So the old bill starts sniffing around, my supplier gets busted, I'm left high and dry, lost a week's business out of it.
Bummer.
Yeah, well, I'll double up now, make sure it don't happen again.
It's a dodgy game, that, Nicky boy. It might work all right in Toy Town, but in the big league, any supplier's going to want all your business.
Yeah, well, if I could find someone reliable and non-stick, you could have it.
Thank you very much.
Right, we better be going, yeah?
We're all right for a bit. We're personal friends of the house. Robbo?
Yeah?
You haven't met Nick, have you?
Right.
All right. Well?
Phil's kept him sweet, hasn't he got a clue?
All right. Better get things sorted then. Hang around for a minute, just in case.
What's going down, Barry?
No, come here. No.
Go. I'll see you tomorrow.
Sorry about that, Nicky. A business dispute.
Oh, yeah?
You get used to it being round Robbo. Anyway, Joe had it coming.
And why's that?
Let's just say he was getting a bit too friendly with the old Bill. Next time he shoots his mouth off, he's going to have to do it through broken teeth.
Well, if I'd have known that, I would have laid a boot in myself.
I like you, Nicky boy. You know which side your bread's buttered. I tell you what, why not pop in for a drink tomorrow night? We'll see what's going down, eh?
All right.
Well, I'll see you then.
Hi, Nick. How's it going?
Good, really good. I've got a real taste for this undercover work, you know.
Yeah, so I hear. Little bird tells me you're doing very well. You don't need me to tell you it's a long haul.
You ready, Nick?
Yeah, I'll be with you in a minute. Yeah, but for the first time, I really feel like it's all coming together, you know?
Yeah, well, don't be in too much of a hurry, OK?
Secret squirrel talk, I reckon.
Yeah.
Cheer up, Tom. It's a great honour to be partnered by a rising star like our Nick.
It might even be funny if he didn't actually believe it.
How do you mean?
Just be getting a bit of attitude on him, acting like he's God's gift to policing all morning.
Must be something they put in the grub at SO10.
I mean, how come he's got so much to chat to her about anyway? We can hardly get a word out of him.
Whatever it is, it's not for the ears of mere mortals like us, is it?
They'll be sending messages to each other with Morse code next. Nick!
Mr. Edwards?
Yes.
The ambulance is on its way. How badly are you hurt?
I'm all right. It's him you should be worried about.
Can you hear me? What's your name?
Simon.
Simon what? Who did this to you? Do you know?
I don't know.
Do you know who he is?
I haven't a clue. He was just walking by.
All right, can you tell us what happened?
Well, he was minding his own business, and a couple of young blokes laid into him.
No ID, no money, nothing.
Can you give us a description of the two youths?
Well, they were both quite young. It all happened so quick. I'll tell you one thing. I bet you any money they were druggies from that place in the next street.
Oh, the Hasker House Drug Project.
Whatever it's called. Causes more trouble round here than it's worth. Druggies wanting money, I'll bet.
Must be a bit unsettling. Back on routine patrol again after all the excitement.
Not really.
Chopping and changing between uniform and undercover.
Two very different things, Tom. So far, I haven't had any problems separating them out.
Still, must be handy having someone like Liz Wroughton around to confide in.
Liz has been a big help, yeah. But just because she's ex-SO10 doesn't mean I can tell her things that I wouldn't tell you lot. I don't know why everyone's so interested all the time anyway.
Cut off it. You love it, basking in the mystique of it all.
I don't know what your problem is today, Tom, but you've been trying to needle me all morning.
See that? Lights haven't even changed. Driver looks a bit young as well. Have a look at him.
Turn off the ignition and step outside the car, please.
Have I done something?
I won't keep you a second.
What's up?
Deal with this one with your time and get rid of them quick.
What?
I think I may have met the passenger last night undercover.
You think? I mean, you don't know?
Listen, this could blow my cover. Just do it for me, will you?
All right. Look, do a quick P&C check or something. Try and look busy.
Sierra Oscar from 408 receiving.
Sure, car.
Yeah. Look, what have I done?
Name and address.
Go ahead, Nick.
Hargrove. Dean Hargrove. Wennell Street, number 7.
Vehicle check, please, Jamila.
You got your driving licence?
Kilo
Yeah.
537 Echo Yankee Kilo.
Thank you. You aware you went through a red light back there?
Did I? Well, I'm really sorry about that, yeah? I must have lost my concentration for a second.
408 from Sierra Oscar. Kilo 537 Echo Yankee Kilo. Black Saab, no reports. Registered keeper Dean Michael Hargrove, 7 Wennell Street.
Received. Thanks, Jamila.
I'll make sure I'm more careful in the future.
All right, Mr. Hargrove. I'll let you off with a warning this time, but I will be making a note of this. Better not let it happen again.
Yeah, right.
Those two little scroats are up to something. I know it.
Look, Tone, I just want him out of here, all right? He's looking at me again. If that's him, I'm stuffed.
Sierra Oscar from 181.
Go ahead, Narika.
Read the assault in Chigwell Avenue. We've got descriptions of the assailants. 2 IC1 males, 1 short hair, 1 long. Both wearing casual clothes, believed to have driven away from the scene in a black vehicle, possibly a Saab. No index number. Last seen heading towards Canley High Street.
What did I tell you? Now, if I'd given that pair the going over I wanted to, they'd still be pulled over and we would have had them.
Yeah. And what about me, eh? If the passenger hadn't sussed me already, he pretty soon would have done if we'd have nicked him, wouldn't he? But of course, you'd rather risk blowing a whole undercover operation than miss out on one little pinch.
It probably wasn't the bloke you thought it was anyway.
Oh yeah, I'm just seeing things, Tone.
Well, you said yourself you weren't sure. Now look, they're long gone. If I tell you, Miller, to get on to Narika, give her the driver's details. Let them handle it.
So, Mr. Miller, what can we do for you?
Ray, please. There was a mugging on Chigwell Avenue earlier. I run the Hasker House drug project, just around the corner from there on Hasker Avenue.
Yeah, I know it.
Then you're probably aware that from time to time I haven't always seen eye to eye with Sun Hill Police. In any event, I'm sure you can appreciate that I have to be careful to maintain the trust of the people I'm trying to help.
I understand.
So, I want to make it clear that I'm here off the record.
Fair enough.
Anyway, it's about the old man and the bloke who was assaulted.
Well, that will probably be something Uniform we're dealing with. You'd be better off speaking to them.
I'd rather just tell you and be done with it, if you don't mind.
OK, if you prefer.
Well, as usual when anything like this happens, the talk is that some of my people who attend Hasker House were responsible for the assault. I know differently.
We're listening.
Over the past couple of weeks, I believe the project has been deliberately targeted by dealers.
Well, you're always going to get dealers hanging around places like that, Ray.
Now, this isn't just the odd dealer hanging around to pick off the stragglers. This is a concerted attempt to lure people away from rehab by offering cut-price drugs.
So what do you know about the people who are doing it?
Not very much. But I do know the incident this morning wasn't the first. There's been trouble brewing for the past few days.
So you lot are getting the blame from the local residents, and you're saying it's not them?
Right. And I'll tell you something else. The young man who was attacked earlier wasn't the innocent passer-by the locals seem to think he was.
Go on.
I understand his name's Simon Watson. And my information is that he's a dealer.
It's 10, 9, 8.
Number 7 Wennell Street. Doesn't look like anyone's lived here for ages. Sierra Oscar from 181 receiving.
Go ahead, Narika.
Yeah, read the address for the driver of the Saab. Can you confirm 7 Wennell Street?
That's what it says here.
I knew things weren't going to be that easy.
No entry at all for a Simon Watson. Well, what's up?
I've just got off the phone to St. Hugh's. Watson did a bunk from casualty as soon as he regained consciousness.
The two, please.
The old nose let you down this time, did it, Tone?
Must be getting past it.
What?
Well, you can normally smell a pair of villains a mile off. Not like you to let them slip through your fingers.
I didn't. As a matter of fact, I wanted to give him a thorough going over. But Nick thought he recognised one of them from his undercover work in the West End. And he didn't want his cover blown.
So instead of bluffing it out, he bottled it, did he?
Basically.
Do you think it was the bloke?
No. What'd he be doing round here? Anyway, it'd be a hell of a coincidence.
So you reckon he's just being paranoid?
More to the point. Is he going to pull up short every time he thinks he recognises somebody? I mean, what if he does that in a really sticky situation? Where's that going to leave his partner?
Speaking of the devil, are we? Why'd you have to tell everyone, Tony? Couldn't resist trying to make me look like a prat, could you? I think you must be letting jealousy get the better of you.
Dream on, sunshine.
Yeah, well, don't expect me to put up with your petty little comments any longer. Or ever bow down before your supposed seniority again, all right?
Oh, Nick, come in.
Sorry to bother you, sir. I just wondered if you had a minute.
Close the door. Sit down. What's the problem?
Tony and I made a traffic stop earlier. I think the passenger in the car might be one of the crowd that I'm targeting undercover.
I see.
It's an ongoing operation, sir, and I'm right in the middle of it.
Do you think the target recognised you?
I don't know. That's what's driving me crazy. And the more I think about it, the less sure I am it was even him.
Have you spoken to SO10?
Not yet, no.
Why not?
I want to get it straight in my head first, sir. I mean, what if I'm wrong?
Either way, Nick, it doesn't matter. Get on the phone to DS Merrick. If he wants to talk in person, we'll have to try and accommodate him. But he needs to know right now that your operation might have been compromised.
So he clocked you for what? About a second? Through a side window?
Well, yeah, and then again in the wing mirrors they pulled off. And that was like he was doing it deliberately. As if he was checking it was really me.
Or he simply could have been curious about what was going on behind his back.
Maybe. The bottom line is he's going to be in the pub this evening, and he's the sort of bloke who'd kneecap you as soon as look at you.
Yeah, well, we're going to have to see about tonight now.
Jamila, you haven't seen Tony about, have you?
Oh, Sergeant Boyden wanted a word with him about something. Listen, what's he been like, you know, since?
Atmosphere's so thick you can slice it.
Listen, I'm sorry about that. It was my fault.
How do you mean?
I've been winding him up.
Yeah, well...
Look, if it means anything, I happen to think you're right about him being jealous. But maybe it's not so hard to understand. I mean, we're all insecure about something.
Oh, tell me about it. The thing is, Jamila, I'm not so sure he's got anything to be jealous about anymore.
What do you mean?
Well, this rapid progress everyone seems to think I've been making. It could be about to come to a very sudden end.
You could have got me another tea.
You get enough out of us as it is, Danny. Buy your own.
So?
Hasker House.
Wondered how long it'd be before someone cottoned onto that.
So what's going on?
Bit of a turf war. Someone got a kick in just this morning, so I heard.
Yeah, Simon Watson. Do you know him?
Dealer. Very savvy. Deals on the quiet, and he's very protective over his patch.
So who's trespassing?
I can't help you there. I'll have a listen out. See what I can come up with.
What about Dean Hargrove? Heard of him? Drives a black Saab.
Afraid not.
But you're saying that Simon Watson has got a nice little discreet number going, dealing to the Hasker House junkies. And suddenly someone else steps in trying to poach his trade, yeah?
That's what I hear. And if Watson got a good kick in this morning, you could lay odds there's more trouble to come.
Sierra Oscar from 358 receiving.
Go ahead, Gary.
Could you show me TOA at the disturbance? There's nobody about, but there's an expensive car that somebody's had a go at. Could you do me a vehicle check? Stand by, Jamila. Sierra Oscar from 358. Urgent assistance required. 10 Ashburton House, Cockcroft Estate. On way, Gary. Police! Come on out!
Saab again. You up for this?
Is he coming out? I've got busted ribs! Shut up. It's all right, I got him.
You all right, Gary?
Yeah. Good. Tony! Sierra Oscar from 358, urgent message.
Go ahead.
Ambulance required. Mon male unconscious, 10 Ashburton House, Cockcroft Estate.
Are you still with us?
Stand by, Gary.
It's one of the little scroats wanted for an assault earlier.
Well, got a sample of his own medicine then, didn't he?
Question is, where's his mate?
You were caught red-handed taking a baseball bat to Dean Hargrove.
It was self-defence.
Oh, right, so you and your mate, both armed with offensive weapons, were defending yourself against an unarmed man.
Yeah, as a matter of fact. Hargrove's crazy. Look what he did to me this morning. Totally unprovoked.
So it was self-defence when he smashed up his car, was it? And his flat? Not to mention assaulting a police officer. You see, Simon, our information is that you're a dealer.
No.
And that's what all this tit-for-tat violence is about. Someone's after your business.
The only dealer around here is Hargrove. I did you a favour by taking him out.
Next thing you know, you'd be telling us that you beat him up for the good of the community. Why don't we just stop messing around here, Simon, and start talking some sense, eh?
Look, it was nothing to do with drugs. It was a gang thing. Hargrove was on our territory.
So you got a gang, have you? Well, that's funny. I thought we knew all the gangs around here.
Yeah, well, we keep a low profile, don't we? Like I said, Hargrove was on our patch trying to expand his business. And showing off into the bargain by ambushing me.
Showing off to who?
Dunno. Some cocky geezer from up west.
Go on.
Word is he's trying to impress some flash new connections. But little Git was very quickly getting too big for his boots.
That must have really hacked you off.
He's just saying he'd taken down a peg. But he's not half so cocky now, is he?
So where was this West End connection then when you went round to sort out Hargrove?
Nowhere, mate. Probably safely back home amongst his friends, where he belongs.
Excuse.
Wait up, Nick. Are you going down the pub?
No.
Look, slow up, will you? I was out of order earlier. You were dead right what you said. I'm ashamed to say it, but I was wanting you to screw up.
No. I brought it on myself, Tone. Walking around like I was... I don't know. They did warn me about the dangers of getting overconfident.
Can I buy you that pint now?
No, look. I'm not being funny, Tone, but I've got to go home and get my head sorted out. I've got an appointment later.
Next time, yeah?
Yeah.
A bit late, sorry, Nick.
It's all right.
I don't have any good news, I'm afraid.
What, you mean that...
I mean, we just don't know. Not a peep off the street.
Right, well, it looks like it was Robbo in the car, whether he sussed me or not. We found the driver this afternoon beaten to a pulp. He's a kid called Dean Hargrove. Now, the bloke that did it called Hargrove's mate a West End connection.
Yeah. Well, you have to fill me in and all that later, but it looks like you were right.
Hargrove's still in hospital, unconscious. I was hoping he might come round so I could have a word with him, find out if his mate had said anything after we stopped them this morning.
Well, there is still one other option, Nick, but it's entirely down to you.
Go on.
You could go back in blind.
And if they let me live, then I'm in the clear, you mean?
Well, something like that. But you'd be completely on your own. The decision's entirely yours.
And how's it going to look if I decide against it?
Well, no one's going to think any the less of you for being cautious, Nick. Quite the opposite.
Oh, it's a good opportunity. We're so close.
But what I don't want is you making that decision recklessly. I've seen it happen before. Things start off pretty well, you develop a false sense of security. You start thinking you're Clint Eastwood.
Well, I wouldn't worry about that. I came down to earth with a real bump today. We've all put in too much effort for this operation to go down the toilet without a good reason. I'll go in.
It looks like I'll be seeing you later then, Nick.
Yeah, hopefully. right, Barry?
What the hell are you doing here? That had you gone for a minute, didn't it, Nicky boy? What's the matter? Have you got a guilty conscience?
No, I just had a rough day, that's all. Look, I'm going to get a drink here. Chairman.
No, never mind that. Come with me.
Where are we going, Barry?
What's the matter? You scared of the dark or something? Look, I thought you wanted me to introduce you to the right people.
Yeah.
Well, are you coming or what?
Barry. Do a lot of socialising in the cellar, do you?
Only with my special friends, Nicky boy. I hope you're feeling lucky tonight.
Why's that?
You've met Nick?
Yeah. Last night. I would have stayed and had a chat, but as you know, I had a bit of business to attend to.
Resolve the situation, did you?
Yeah, very amicably. Get some drinks in, Phil.
Right.
Would you want?
Pint of lager, cheers.
So, Barry's been telling me you've had a few problems with your suppliers recently.
Maybe.
I like a cautious man, Nick. Take today, for example. I was out the East End with someone I've been assured was reliable. Turns out he was nothing but a stupid little prat, trying to play king of the castle. We ended up getting pulled over by the filth.
Yeah? What happened?
Nothing. I stayed cool and talked her way out of it, didn't I?
Nice one.
As soon as we got clear of the old bill, I dropped the geezer like a hot brick. Point is, Nick, I can't afford to have that kind of exposure. I need to be able to rely on people.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
So, why don't you sit in on the game? I want to see how you play.
Yeah, love to.
Then, afterwards, maybe we can talk.
Robbo judges a bloke by how he plays poker. Don't you, Robbo? So like I said before, I hope you're feeling lucky.
Don't worry, Barry. Today, I am definitely feeling lucky.